Hello traders, you have seen the today's market. What happened in today's market? Well, Nifty gained 114 points while Bank Nifty lose negative 13 points. Why did it happen? How did it happen? Which stock moved the market? Whether FIs are dominating or DIs are dominating? What open interest picture is saying? This all things we are going to discuss in this video. So stay tuned and watch this complete video. Before starting this video, let me tell you that I have created one option chain fetching data into Excel from new NSE website. Well, that fetches this expiry data only, and I am going to modify that Excel file also. So I need your support into this. I have uploaded one YouTube video. Link is in the I button. Click on that and watch this complete video. And if you want that Excel file, then do as instructed in that video, and I'll be giving you that Excel file where you will be able to fetch live option chain data into your Excel file, and that method doesn't involve cookies, so there will not be any limitations involved. In post market analysis, first we'll be discussing our charts and we'll be finding out support and resistance based on that chart, and we are also going to find out support and resistance based on open interest data as well. So without wasting any time, let's dive into it. Here if you see on the screen, then this is the Nifty chart of 15 minutes candle. I am taking 15 minutes candle. I cannot go below that, otherwise it will give lots of false signal. I cannot go beyond 15 minutes, otherwise that support and resistance will be hard to hit and it will not be viable for our analysis. So here support is at 14,037, and where is resistance? Well, you cannot see the resistance here because there is no line which you can draw where Nifty has touched multiple times and it has struggled to break that level. So how will you calculate resistance? Well, you cannot calculate the resistance based on this chart alone. You can do one thing. Well, you can analyze open interest data. So that's what we are going to do, or else you can take the resistance which is 300 to 400 points above, because that is the weekly range for Nifty. Now let's move to Bank Nifty. Here if you see, the support is at 30,932 and resistance is at 31,365. Here also I am taking 15 minutes candle only. Well, this is the support and resistance of tomorrow's market. Let's discuss what happened in today's market. Nifty gained, then why did it gain? Which stock moved the market? What do I mean by market movers? The stock which moved greater than 3% and less than negative 3%, because these are the stocks which can move the market. Now let's discuss market movers. If you see here, then these stocks gained today. Why did this stock gain? Well, if you talk about Tata Steel, then Tata Steel surges 3.5% on transfer of stake in processing arms to Tata Steel downstream products. It has transferred its stake to its downstream and thereafter it has gained. Hindalco gained 6.9% as contribution from value-added business of Novelis increases valuation to given stock. That's why it is gaining. What about Eicher Motors? Well, if you see the December motorcycle sale, then it has increased. A vaccine is expected, and if you see the Eicher Motor sells bike, and which is premium bike. So if people are going to earn something, then definitely they are going to invest in bikes as well. So that's why investors are hoping that Eicher Motor will do great business in future. ONGC has gained 4.08%. Well, why did it gain? Well, government plans to run all industrial plants on gas. ONGC to benefit from it, and the other stock which has gained, which is GAIL. GAIL is also gas based plant and that is also going to gain. That's why this two stock gained. And if you talk about TCS, well, if you see the December, then quarter 3 results are expected, and the news in the market that TCS is going to do good in quarter 3. That's why it has gained. Well, what about BPCL? BPCL, you already know that government is selling BPCL in 19,000 crore, and there are many bidders who are going to bid for BPCL company. It is very good company. So definitely there are a lot of hopes from this company, and whoever will purchase this BPCL, he is going to be in profit. Well, what about JSW? Well, JSW still gained 3.58%. Jindal Steel and Power posted a record 30% jump in its standalone production and 25% growth in sales during December 2020. So it is good news for Jindal Steel. Grasim is in gaining phase, and if you see May 20 onwards, it is continuously gaining. So this stock moved the market. But what about tomorrow? Means what can affect tomorrow? So if you see, there are some companies which are going to hold meeting tomorrow, and that can affect market. Well, what are those companies? If you see here, then these companies are going to hold meeting tomorrow, and if you are trading in these companies, then definitely look out for news. If any good news comes, then definitely these shares are going to gain only. These are the upcoming meetings. Let's talk about events which can affect market, because there are many events which are going to be held by government as well. They make some announcement as well. So if in that announcement there is good announcement is going to come, or there is any sector specific announcement is going to come, then definitely that will affect market. So if we see here, then today these are the events, these 4 events were there, and if you see the total overall figures, then it has not gained or lose much. That's why it didn't affect much to the Nifty. And if you talk about upcoming events, then on 6th there is going to be one event. Well, it is a small event, but if figures with the previous one and this actual events doesn't match, or it has a huge difference, then definitely that will affect the market. That's why I discuss this daily. So these are the events. Let's have a look at today's market, and we'll be also looking at the VIX, because VIX has a lot to do with the market. If you see here, then VIX is 20.03. If VIX is less than 25, then it is low VIX. If VIX is low, then fear is less in the market, hence volatility is the less in the market. If volatility is the less in the market, then option seller can sell options and make money without any major losses. And Nifty has gained 0.82%, Banknifty has lose 0.04%. If you want to predict tomorrow's market, then we have to discuss open interest picture as well. So first we will be discussing Nifty open interest picture. Here this is the total open interest. So if you see here, 52% more put has been sold. It means market was 52% bullish and 48% bearish. Well, this is not a huge bullishness in the market, so it can be turned around in a day. Well, total open interest says weekly picture. What about today's market? If you see the total change in OI, which says today's picture, then here also 79% bullishness was in the market. So it indicates today's picture, and it also indicates what is going to happen in tomorrow's market. So it is indicating that Nifty is going to be bullish tomorrow. Now we are going to see the Bank Nifty data as well. If you see the Bank Nifty open interest, total open interest, here more call has been sold. That's why it was bearish market in Bank Nifty. 58% call has been sold. It means 58% bearishness was there in the market. Well, total open interest says weekly picture. What about today's market? If you see the total change in open interest picture, here 73% call has been sold. It is clearly indicating that today 73% bearishness was in the market of Bank Nifty. Still, it didn't move much negatively. Why? Because Nifty was continuously gaining. So it was giving the support to Bank Nifty. That's why it didn't lose much, even though there was a lot of bearishness was in the market. So it is also indicating that tomorrow also Bank Nifty might go down. So Bank Nifty weekly picture is bearish, whereas Nifty weekly picture is bullish. Now let's go into more details and analyze Nifty open interest distribution. If you see here, then here support is at 14,000 and resistance is at 14,200. Both side open interest is continuously building up. It means there are high chances that Nifty will be trading in between this range only. Now let's move for the next and do the analysis of change in open interest. If you see here, then here support is at 14,100 and resistance is at 14,500. So that much bullishness was in the market. It is indicating that open interest is building up on put side. So it is indicating that Nifty is going to be bullish only. Now let's move to the next and do the Bank Nifty open interest analysis. If you see here, then support is at 31,000 and resistance is at 31,500. Well, if you see here, then support is not major support, but resistance is very strong. So it is indicating that Bank Nifty might go down, but Nifty is clearly indicating that it is going to go up. So that is going to give the support to Bank Nifty as well. Now let's move to the next and analyze Bank Nifty change in open interest, which says today's picture, and it also indicates what is going to happen tomorrow. If you see here, then support is at 29,500 and resistance is at 32,000. So there is a huge gap and people are making positions on call side, that is selling positions. So they are expecting that Bank Nifty will go down only. Now let's analyze FII, DI, cash activity. Cash activity means equity market buying and selling. So if you see here, then FIIs have increased their buying capacity and they have bought 18,043 crore worth of stocks, whereas DIS has again started selling, but DI could not sell what FII could buy. That's why market has gone up. Now let's see FII index and future picture. If you see here, FIIs are buying in option and in future as well. So in options, most of the time FIIs buys only. In future, they sell or buy, they can change their positions. Now let's move to the next and do the final support and resistance analysis. If you see here, then I have taken here weekly picture, daily picture, chart. From this all analysis, I am taking final support and resistance. Then here Nifty support is at 14,000 and resistance is at 14,500. If you see the Bank Nifty support is at 30,932 and resistance is at 33,500. Well, this is my analysis, and based on this analysis, I am taking daily trades and I am updating my trades on my Telegram channel as well. I am also posting which strategy I am using, what profit and loss I am making daily. So if you are interested to see my trades, then definitely you should join me over Telegram channel as well. If you found this video helpful, then hit the like button and consider subscribing this channel.